TJ Scott. This is my Chapter 12 Managing Human Resources video summary. Chapter 12 was on designing and administering benefits from employer to employee. I found that this chapter was a lot of raw human emotion when it came to these decisions. To me, it seems like a lot of the decisions to be made when it comes to benefits, whether they be compensation or perks, employee benefits like that, even insurance, things like this. A lot of it seems to be dealing with a lot of human emotion, but I think it's really important to establish a contract beforehand. It seems like in most of the cases, where there's issues, it's also a contract issue because these things aren't established for the employees and they aren't established by the employer. And in this case, the employer can get in trouble, but almost 9 times out of 10, if the employer didn't guarantee the employee anything, then nothing's going to be given. So it could be an issue for both. So I think it's really important to establish these plans, even if it's certain perks and benefits. It's important to realize and notice how important, that was extremely redundant, how important these plans are. So from a manager's perspective, benefit issues are important to employees, obviously. Employees want their benefits, whether that be perks or compensation. 9 times out of 10, people are going to accept the paycheck, and 9 times out of 10, people are going to accept the vacation. Benefits are a powerful recruiting tool. Absolutely. People are drawn to specific businesses strictly because of benefits. That's probably the only thing that draws them in, besides the fact that they love their job or they're chasing some career. They want those benefits. It's clear with the homework and IBM. There's a reason that they're so successful. There's a reason that they get the most powerful minds. People want to work there. Benefits help retain talented employees. Pretty much the same thing. I just went over with IBM. Certain benefits play a part in managerial decisions. This is a little more complicated than the first few, which were easy to understand. People know who gets more benefits. People know who's favored. But then again, equity is something that needs to be established in the workplace, as well as equality. People understand the fact that there's money in the company, and they also understand the fact that it should be evenly distributed among power. Benefits are important to managers. It gives you the ability to reward, and you will also may get these rewards, these benefits and these perks, and it can come right back to you in productivity with your employees. An overview of benefits: indirect compensation, based on group membership. This would be more like publicly owned, publicly traded companies. Provide security for employees and family. This is more your insurance type things. And costly, 3% of payroll in 1929. 2013 was 30% of payroll. And obviously, the cost of living has gone up. So, cost of benefits in the United States, federal tax policy, federal legislation, union influence, cost savings of group plans. Basically, what this is addressing is how much these things cost and where exactly the money's going for these benefit plans, for perks, compensation. Excuse me, I'm struggling here. Types of benefits: legally required benefits, things that obviously are established by a federal power that say an employee has to have these things. Health insurance is obviously a tremendous perk. You want a job with health insurance as long as it's a decent plan. It can be very important. In opposition, some of the best jobs in the world, in my opinion, aren't going to have health insurance plans, especially in my field. It's something that I have to understand, that health insurance plans are probably going to come out of pocket when it comes to my cost. Retirement, another thing, very important. If you may not realize it now, and I think the homework dives into that a little bit, but you're going to need that money in the future. That's another thing in my field that's not really going to be established. I'm going to have to kind of develop my own thing here. Paid time off, your paid vacation, essentially. And some people are lucky enough to travel with their place of work with different educational professional opportunities, and they get paid for those things. In reality, those things are quite often a blast. Employee services, obviously perks and different things like that. So legally required benefits, Social Security, retirement income, disability income, Medicare, and survivor benefits. These are all the things that are tied up within Social Security. Retirement income, 65 to 67 full benefits, 62 to 64 benefits reduced up to 20%. So these are basically just made monthly payments at the beginning of retirement. Disability income, disabled for 5 months, should be expected to last at least 12 months or result in death. So you're going to receive disability. Medicare, age 65, or receiving Social Security disability payments for 24 months. That's how you're eligible. Survivor benefits, family members of deceased person, including widow or age 60 or over, child or grandchild under 18, or a dependent parent age 62 or over. Those are the eligibility on the Social Security required benefits. Unemployment insurance, actively seeking work, involuntary termination, and supplemental unemployment benefits. So this one's really interesting to me, the unemployment benefits comparisons. The United States, it's 50% of your salary for 6 months, which a lot of people complain about. You know, it's an issue that a lot of people feel necessary to address on a daily basis. But in opposition to other countries, you know, it's pretty light in comparison to Italy, which is also 6 months. It's the only one comparable to the U.S. They receive 80% of their salary for 6 months. Japan, 80% of their salary for 10 months. This is the largest one, 75% of their salary in France for 60 months. You know, take that with a grain of salt. I'm not really sure how much those things are changing, and I'm also not sure, you know, how eligible certain people are and how that's enforced. Workers' compensation due to injury on the job. The FMLA, which is birth or adoption of a child, this is the ability for 12 months leeway. Fortunate enough to also deal with that in my business law class. Voluntary benefits, health insurance, traditional health insurance, health maintenance organization, and preferred provider organization. A lot of this deals with retirement benefits as well, and the importance of different plans throughout. This doesn't really go too much into how you're supposed to administer these benefits. That's an issue to me. I think it's important when it comes to HR to know how to administer these benefits. But overall, you get a good overview of each individual plan, and also how to attack these things as we go forward into the workplace. Thank you.